In the last video, I talked a bit about knowing and mapping your digital footprint, so you know what site you're responsible for, so you're not just taking care of a little area because you're not aware of the rest, whatever was registered before your time or in another part of the organization. When that's done, we can move on to step number 2 and take a look at what is already out there. One thing is to take a look at what is the personal data that exists on the websites and in documents. That might not be the most interesting thing for marketing purposes. The other thing here is actually looking at the forms, identifying on all of these sites you now know you are responsible for, where do you have forms? And when you've seen the forms, you can take a look at, are these forms safe? Why do they need to be safe? They need to be safe because otherwise you cannot control if anyone else is interfering with the data that's being sent from the website to where you're storing it. The way you see that is you can look in your browser, you can look up by the next to the URL, and you can take a look at, is there a green lock, is there any sort of a locked lock, or is there a red open lock? If there's a red open lock, it's not HTTPS and it's not secure. Then you know you have to talk to IT and get a certificate for this specific site. To jump back to what I mentioned first in this video is to take a look at what is actually, what is the personal data on the site. Not that there can't be anything, but where the biggest amounts of personal data is actually in the documents. So find a way that you can search in documents, because this is where, especially Excel files, that we see the leaks of personal data. This is where you have your list of customers. So make sure you find a way that you can also take a look in all of these documents.